हेलो, नमस्कार। माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर हेलो, नमस्कार। माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर Joel Suresh. In the previous class, we have studied about the chemical equations. Today, we are going to learn about the balanced chemical equations. How we balance the chemical equation. What is the balanced chemical equation? In the previous class, we have seen the reaction of the magnesium plus O2. Magnesium or O2 form the magnesium oxide which burns with the dazzling white light. Here, if we see the elements of magnesium and oxygens, both are not equal on the both sides. At the reactant side, this side we call the reactant side. This side we know earlier reactant side and the product side. If we compare, here is only one magnesium, here is also one magnesium, here is O element, two molecules are in one. Here only one. Means if we see the equations are not balanced. Means this is the skeletal. We know this equation. This is the skeletal equation because the both sides of the reactants elements are not equal. Means when in a chemical reaction, in a chemical reaction in which the number of the elements at the reactant side are not equal to number of elements at the product side means left hand side is not equal to LHS elements. Left hand side elements not equal to number of left hand sides elements is not equal to number of right hand sides means product sides elements are known as skeletal equations. You can write down this. What is the skeletal equation? We first see the number of the elements at the right hand side, left hand side, and the reactant side, and the right hand side, the product side are not equal. Means this is just like the skeletal, and we will compare the elements and we will balance further. If the both sides of the what is the balanced equation? Next one is the balanced equation. Balanced chemical equations due balanced chemicals we have already studied in class 9th, law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass, which told that the amount of the mass of the reactants are equal to the amount of the mass of the product means there is no loss of any mass of element. We have already studied about this in the earlier class, in class 9th, the law of conservation of mass. So it's told that the amount of the mass, when the reactants mass are equal to the amounts of the mass of the product, means there is no loss of the any type of the elements, mass of the elements. This is the law of conservation of mass. According to, by using this, we are going to the known about the balanced chemical equation. So what is the balanced chemical equation? Balanced chemical equation. Next one is the balanced chemical equation. Here we are going to see how we will balance the equations on the both sides, the reactant sides and the product sides. What is the procedure of the balancing the equations? Balanced chemical equation. Then next one is the balanced chemical equations. Means that balanced chemical equations. Balanced chemical equation. If we take the example of the first magnesium plus O2, then it forms magnesium oxide. If we see the elements, the here should be 2 magnesium, because here is the 2 oxygen elements, so magnesium should be also the 2 elements. So we go the step by step how to the balance the equation. There are the 3 steps. Balancing the chemical equation, there are the steps. Suppose that you have already take the equations. Zinc plus H2SO4 reactions activities. Second 1.2 zinc sulfate plus CH2. We are going to take this example. How will we balance? H2. Firstly, we note down the elements at the left hand side. It's the elements the left hand side, then the right hand side, the numbers of the elements. The numbers of the elements and the numbers of the left hand side and the right hand side. Then we will take the maximum, those compounds which have the maximum elements. That will be the second step, and we will be multiply to make the equal number of the elements on the both sides. Either we will multiply the product side or the reactant side. Both sides we can multiply to balance the equation. Here if we take the example, first the zinc, second is the hydrogen, third is the sulfur. We take the element, and the fourth one is the oxygen. If see here, the left hand side means the reactant side, and the right hand side means product side. Right hand side means the product side. If we compare the number of elements here, zinc is the 1, the left hand side, and the right hand side also, it is the 1 element. If we compare the hydrogen at the reactant side, it is the 2, and if we see the product side, it is also the 2, means it is equal on both sides. If we take the examples of sulfur, so sulfur here is only 1 element. In the product side, it is also only 1 element. And if we take the oxygen, it is the 4 at the left hand side, at the right hand side also it is the 4. Means this given equation is already balanced. Here if we compare the both sides, the numbers are this similar, then we can say this equation is the balance, because the both sides of the equations have been already balanced. The balanced equations are those balanced chemical equation, are those chemical equations in which both sides elemental mass or element are equal. Balance, if of the chemical balance equation, we will say that the chemical balance equation are those chemical equation in which both sides elements are equal. Both sides mean that reactant sides, number of the elements at the reactant sides, mass of the elements of the reactant side is equal to the numbers of the elements of the mass of the right hand side, means product side. Then it will be balanced equation. Here this equation is already balanced. We will take the another example to show this step by step how can the equation should be balanced, and where we should multiply at the reactant side or the product side in your books. Next example is the Fe plus H2. H2O makes the Fe3O4 plus H2. Please note down if you are interested. Otherwise, we will provide the PDF of this on our Telegram channels. We will share the link. So, next one is we are going to balance the step by step the equations by the step by step. Next equation we are going to balance. In the case of magnesium, it is the simple magnesium plus O2. If we compare, we will multiply at the product side, then it will be the balance equation. It is just so simple. So here we have not discussed detail to balancing. We are going to balance the chemical equations of iron. In your examination and also book, there every year 1 or 2 questions will be asked by the examination. So next one question we are going to try to balance Fe plus H2O. Fe plus H2O. Fe plus H2O means iron plus H2O react to make the Fe3O4 plus H2 plus H2. If first we are going to make the first step, we will note down these reactants and products into the box. First steps, ठीक, a boxing of compound, reactants or products, the box, such that Fe plus H2O here box, in box Fe3O4 plus in the box H2. This is the first step. We are going to take the compounds in the box. We are making the box. Then after the box, we will take the that compound in which the highest number of the element, and we will firstly take those elements which have the maximum number. If we look here, suppose that in the case of the Fe3O4, here oxygen is the 4 and it is the biggest element, means number of which number is more. So we are going to balance the next step. If you are want to compare, then you can make the box easily. You can make the box just like iron, hydrogen, oxygen. Is the reactant left hand side, right hand side. If we see, it is the 1, the right hand side it is the 3, left hand side 1, right hand side the 3 iron. In the hydrogen, it is the 2 hydrogen as the reactant side, and the product side it is the 2 hydrogen. And the oxygen, here is the only 1 oxygen, and the product side is the 4 oxygen. If we compare here, we firstly take the oxygen and going to the multiply the numbers to make the 4 oxygen on the either reactant side or the product side. Here if we see, so oxygen is at the reactant side in the H2O. Then firstly we will balance the oxygen. If we multiply, we will multiply always outside the box. If we multiply with the 4 in H2O, the 4 oxygen will be equal. Next, we will take in the order, this order, the elements. Second element is the Fe3, its number have 3. And the reactant side, it is only 1 Fe. If we compare this, if multiply with the reactant side, iron with 3, then it will be equal. Next step, we are going to multiply with 3 Fe. Fe will also balance. 3 Fe in the left hand side and 3 Fe in the right hand side, the product side. But if we compare the number of hydrogen, 4 into 2, here is the 8 hydrogen, at the left hand side only we have 2 hydrogen. For this, we are going to multiply with the 4. If we multiply with the 4 at the reacted side hydrogen, then it will be 8. Next step, we will write down these numbers with the equation. There is the balance equation 3Fe plus 4H2O and Fe3O4 plus 4H2. If we compare now, then number of the elements at the left hand side 3 iron equal to right hand side, number of oxygen at the left hand side is equal to right hand side, number of the hydrogen at the left hand side equal to the right hand side. As we can say, these equations is the balanced equation. Now the equation become the balanced equation. This equation is the balanced equation. Like this, several exercise is already given in your book. You can try out. Firstly, for this, you have to learn about the symbol of the magnesium, iron, zinc, and other things. Otherwise, you will not capable to make the formula, chemical formula, because by the word formula you are not it is not easy to easily balance. So next one is the writing of the symbol. Next one is the writing of the symbol. Here we can see the iron H2O and here the state of the and the condition, the physical state and other things are not provided. The hydrogen is either gas or liquid or solid. It is not given in the equation. The next one is the some. There are some symbols which told about some the state of these. The reacting elements are the products which formed is in the gaseous state or the solid state or other things. And they also the heat is generated or heat is used. Exothermic reactions or endothermic reactions, these are the things will be write down in the equations. The conditions of the equations will be symbolized, which is given in the bracket with the element. So there are some rules. If there is written yes, small s in the bracket like yes, it shows the solid state. If written in the small l in the bracket, it told the liquid state of the element or compound used. If there is the gas G, G means the gaseous state. A gas is released or gaseous state. Here we can write down the gas. In the H2O we can write down the L. L are the liquid. And there is also some symbols AQ. AQ means aqueous, means the solutions are prepared or reactions are performed in the aqueous, means water medium. And also if given the arrow at this arrow, at upside arrow, it shows the gas is released. If arrow is the bottom side, means the precipitation has been occurred. Precipitation, PPT, precipitations means that particles have been settled down that in the form of the precipitation at the bottom of the test tube or the reacting vessel. So this is the some state. If there is shown in the symbol, means it shows the heat. It shows the heat. Otherwise, in the reaction already shown the kilocalorie or calorie, either plus or minus, means it is either endothermic reaction or the exothermic reaction means either the heat is used in the reaction to perform the reaction or heat is released during the reaction. Endothermic or exothermic reaction. These all conditions are note down. If other condition like the atmospheric pressure or heat or temperature, it is already shown in the equation. If the equation are write down, so these things are also included in the balance chemical equation, which tells about the state or the special condition required for the performing that equation, that reactions. So these is the some symbols which we have learned here, and also the balancing of the chemical equations. Today we have learned. You uh, can attempt with the exercise already given in the your book. If you have any reference books or previous year question paper of the class 10th, you can sit down and also can do the exercise more and more practice for the complete understanding of the method. Next part, in the next part we will cover the types of the chemical equations. Yeah, how many types of the chemical equations are and how they react with the other chemicals. So, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to our channels and support us to make the lectures more interesting. Thank you.